Here we go. The Texans are on the board officially after losing Jonathan Greenard to the Vikings, Blake Cashman to the Vikings as well. They go out and sign a deal according to Ari Mirov. The Texans are expected to sign Jeff Okudah to a one-year deal. The former top 5 selection of the Detroit Lions a couple of years ago is on his way to the Houston Texans in a perfect scenario under DeMeco Ryans, who knows how to run a football team, a team that was one of the worst teams last year into one of the best teams this year, making the playoffs and shocking some people on the way there with their new stud quarterback CJ Stroud. Now in this video, we're going to break down Jeff Okudah, and I'm going to tell you why this actually could be a good deal. Now, Jeff Okudah is a guy who was selected number 3 overall back in 2020 out of Ohio State to the Detroit Lions. Is only 25 years old currently, 6'1", 205 pounds, has the lengthiness to be a number 1 corner on a team, just needs that rejuvenation season. Now, in Atlanta, he looked really good during training camp and towards the start of the season was a solid competitor for them. But I feel like this is the perfect situation for him, right? You go over to Houston, who already has Derek Stingley. They already have, guys that they like. But with that being said, they're losing a lot of guys as well. You got Steven Nelson, who is a free agent. You have Xavier Thomas, who is a free agent, right? So obviously they had some room to improve in the DB room. Desmond King, I think he'll be back. They bring in Lonnie Johnson Jr. to play a little bit of safety. You have Jalen Pitre and you have Jimmie Ward. Obviously, you need a CB to in on this team. I think Jeff Okudah can come in and make a difference. Now, last season, they ranked number 30 in completion percentage allowed, which is not good. So, honestly, throw a dart, hope it sticks. Jeff Okudah is the dart. It might stick, it might not. A one-year deal, prove-it deal, low risk, high reward. The number 3 overall pick still has the potential to be that guy. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if he will, but if he is going to work, if he is going to be that guy that they want him to be, it's going to be here in Houston under DeMeco Ryans, who gets the most out of his players. I mean, look at Blake Cashman. I know, completely different position, completely different player, but look at what Blake Cashman did from 2022 to 2023, and congrats to Blake Cashman. He just made a boatload of cash, to be honest, with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, also, they ranked number 15 in completion percentage. Now, Jeff Okudah is not that turnover machine that you once thought he was at Ohio State, but again, he still has that type of potential. The Houston Texans allowed the 30th most completion percentage. They allowed the 20th most pass yards per game. They need to be better, and Jeff Okudah could become that guy for them. Now, give me a letter grade down below. Do you think this is a good signing? Yes or no? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's maybe watch some film from Jeff Okudah real quickly before we head out of here. Okay, here we go. Let's watch some film on Jeff Okudah. So on this play, we're going to see him one-on-one versus Evan Ingram at the top of your screen. Now, what we're going to notice early as he runs a quick out route is Trevor Lawrence is looking at him the whole way. He thinks Jeff Okudah is a little bit of a mismatch for him, so he throws it over there, and Jeff Okudah just makes a good play, getting his hands on the receiver, bats it out of his catching window, right? Again, quick little out route here, does a good job getting hit or hitting the tight end, making sure he's not able to catch football. But another thing I like about Jeff Okudah is he's starting to be able to use his body more on tackles. Now, here we go. Again, you can tell they're in zone coverage. But what we see early here is he sprints in there and tries to make a play on the running back and, quite frankly, just helps out. This is what you want to see out of your DBs, and I think this is one of the main reasons why DeMeco Ryans is taking a shot on him. Like I said, one-year deal, nothing too crazy, but again, I want a corner that isn't afraid to prove himself. And we said already, a former number 3 overall, the potential is there, just needs to put it together on the film, on the tape, in the games. Now again, another play where he uses his mind and strength and power to get in there and make a play on the running back. Again, not afraid to use his body to get in there to stop a run. And the last play I want to show you here is a passing play. They're going to try to get Terry McLaurin on this underneath route and trying to get a legal pick action between this wide receiver DB and this DB here. So boom, we're going to see him just running up the field. We're going to undercut her here by Terry McLaurin, and Jeff Okudah, perfect timing, boom, hits the wide receiver, allows him not to catch the football. football, and this is what they want to see out of Jeff Okudah on a more consistent basis. Like we said, if he's going to break out, it will be here in Houston, and I think this could go down as a very underrated signing for DeMeco Ryans and the Texans going forward. Hit the like button, subscribe, let me know your comments, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.